What's up, guys? Back again with another Can You Weeb This? Episode 3. I'm here with Ringpop Master again. And we're going to be going over the 10 Shadows technique from Jujutsu Kaisen and what would happen if all of them died, or, just kind of going over a lot of it. So, the first thing is obviously Tiger's funeral. So we have the 10 Shikigami, right? We have the Toad, Max Elephant, Maharaga, Orichi, which is the serpent, Madoka, which is the round deer, the black and white dogs, the rabbit escape, Kongyu, which is the bull, which keeps going until it. Oh, I'll explain the moves after. And then Nue, which is the bird, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, obviously, the toads have their tongues and stuff. Max Elephant, we saw Sukuna use Max Elephant's water as a form of piercing blood. So, there's something there, obviously, with its water.
Some manipulation you can do with the water.
Yeah. Which is something that we'll talk about later. Obviously, Maharaga adapts to things with his wheel eventually over time, which is how Sukuna was able to kill Gojo. Orichi, which spawns, you can use the other person's shadow to cast Orichi, and it comes up from that. So, it's not very strong, but it can, be surprising. The round deer just emits, I think it was reverse curse technique, so positive energy. And I'm pretty sure it just heals people. Oh, Maharaga's sword is covered in positive energy, actually, but it's different than reverse curse energy. I'd have to look back over stuff. The black and white dogs, obviously, they're just dogs. I'm really not that deep. Rabbit escape just spawns a ton of rabbits. Kongyu,
Easily killable, though.
Kongyu, which keeps going, and the farther it runs, the more damage it builds up. So, pretty powerful in certain circumstances. And then Nue, which is a bird with lightning. And then there is one more that we know of, for sure, which is kind of means maybe that Maharaga doesn't count as, one of the 10 Shikigamis, something along those lines. There's a couple theories around there, but it's called Tiger Funeral or Mourning Tiger. And so nobody really knows what its moves are, but there's a couple of theories. We know that during his fight with Gojo, right, whilst being in Megami's body and using the 10 Shadows technique, Sukuna uses Agito. So first off, let's kind of just explain what totality is. So, when one of his Shikigami dies, then as long as there is a host to pass it on to, then the strength of that Shikigami is passed on to another. So, the best example of this is when the white dog died against the finger bearer.
Yeah, special grade guy in the containment area.
The Cursed Womb. And, Cursed Womb arc, I'm pretty sure. And that strength got passed down to the black dog, and then you had totality
and then,
dog, something.
Buffed him.
Yeah, so it makes them stronger, right? And we see that it makes them stronger because totality, or I'm not really sure what it's called, but it's the combination of them, and it's able to hurt Hanami, which is a special grade curse. So, pretty impressive that they're able to take a chunk out of Hanami. When the snake, Orichi, is killed, then it's passed on to Nue, and Nue grows some form of tail. We don't really know what that did for Nue, but there's some form of...
Maybe, extends the lightning or something.
Yeah, so there was something that was passed on to Nue that made it stronger. So... we know that round deer, Orichi, the snake, Nue and Nue, and then Morning Tiger were all part of Agito, which is a combination of, all those Shikigami that Sukuna used. However, we've never seen, the only one that we don't know anything about is Morning Tiger. So there's a couple of things that have gone around, and I'm kind of late to the party, but it's been an idea I've had for a while. Morning Tiger is obviously some form of combat-oriented fighter, right? Agito is really fast, able to keep up with Gojo, Sukuna, and Maharaga, right, during the fight, which we haven't really seen any of the other ones. And, of course, and it stands upright, too, which we don't see with any of these other Shikigami, right? So there's a chance that maybe that plays something into it. But there's one theory where, in one of the manga panels, the Agito tries to, make some form of cursed energy string between his hands. And Gojo immediately breaks it, the panel after. But maybe that's something to do with Morning Tiger, and obviously its other name is Tiger Funeral, so it's likely that there's something related to death or something with its abilities. So
yeah, it's would be kind of like an instant kill or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Kind of like the World Slash.
Maybe something really strong but still hard to perform. You know what I mean?
Pull off. Yeah.
So then, we have another kind of theory or my personal kind of inquiry is, what happens when Maharaga dies? So, obviously, Maharaga is thought to have been dead after Gojo performed his hollow purple bomb, basically. Like, he just, he shot the red into the blue, and it created a huge bomb. And we haven't seen Maharaga since. And obviously, Sukuna shouldn't have access to the 10 Shadows technique anymore, because he made the body his own more so. It's a whole thing. But from that, he shouldn't have access to 10 Shadows anymore. So we haven't really got a chance to see, but considering with every time another Shikigami has died, and nobody else has ever, quote-unquote, tamed Maharaga before in the ritual, besides Sukuna, then that kind of leads me to guess Maharaga could be combined with the other Shikigami if all of the others
evenly?
Yeah, if all of the others were to die too, and they all got put into basically one. But which also begs the question, what happens if all of them were to die? Does it mean that they would all kind of end up in one? And then if that one got killed, would it go to the user? Or what? Because obviously 10 Shadows isn't entirely the Shikigami. There's still a lot of it that is related to just shadows, but really got just something I thought would be worth thinking about, because it would be really cool if maybe that's what happened with Max Elephant. Instead of putting it into Agito, right, to go fight, maybe it had died, and then Sukuna took its move, that's why he has, maybe that's why he had the piercing water, or maybe if the rounder tranquil deer died, then maybe you could get the heals from it, I don't know.
Yeah, you get some sort of object from dying.
So maybe, I don't know, worth a thought. I think that's the majority of the 10 Shadows technique covered, though, and a lot of the questions surrounding it. Anything to add?
Not really.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty basic rundown. If I have anything else, we'll probably continue making JJK theory videos or breakdowns. Anyways, bye, and see you in the next one.